Hi everyone, Matteo here. In this video I want to show you how I brew with Orea V3 using the flat paper filter. If you don't know about this amazing brewer, I invite you to go to check my previous video where I talk about it and then come back here. First of all, I will show you how to place the filter inside the brewer. Apart from the paper filter, you need the negotiator. This tool will help us to mold the paper filter inside the Orea, and then I show you how to do it. First of all, we need to fold the paper filter. So place it on top of the table and then fold it enough. Then open it, rotate it at 90 degrees and then fold it again in half. The result is basically creating a cross with the middle right in the center of the round paper filter. Now, take the Orea, put on the table, place the filter on top of the Orea, get the negotiator, and with a rapid and confident push, press the filter into the Orea. If it's not perfectly in the middle, it's fine. This is not a big deal, so don't worry. The rapid push is the key for a flat and consistent molding. It avoids wrinkles on the bottom of the brewer, very important for achieving an even extraction and also avoiding channeling. Now, to complete the molding, we need to wet the paper filter. As I explained in my previous video where I talk about the Orea V3, pre-wetting the paper filter with hot cold water doesn't make a big difference in terms of extractions because of the properties of the trogamide. Now you can pre-wet the paper filter in two ways. First, lift the negotiator, pour water inside, and then, once all the water drains, replace the negotiator to stick the paper on the boards of the dripper. And now it's ready for brewing. For the second way, after you push the negotiator inside the dripper, place the dripper upside down, with the negotiator still inside, and pour water from the bottom of the brewer. In this way, the filter is already stuck on the board once you lift the negotiator. Personally, I like to pre-wet the paper filter with the second method, because I found that it is more consistent. Now, I want to give you some tips how to get the best out of the Orea V3. Let's start with the coffee. For this recipe, I use 15 grams of coffee that I ground slightly coarser than when I use to brew my coffee the Kalita 155 paper filter with Orea. And this because the perfect fit of the paper filter on the board of the dripper reduces the airflow, so the drainage it will be slower. If you want a reference, I ground this coffee with a Comandante hand grinder at 27 clicks. Now the water. Because trogamide absorbs less heat, I use a lower temperature of water compared to when I brew the coffee with a Kalita brewer, and I do this to avoid over-extraction. And for this recipe, I use 15 grams of coffee with 240 grams of water at 92 degrees Celsius. Now, let's brew. For my first pour, I apply 40 grams of water. And then I swirl to make sure that all the ground coffee is wet at the same time. Then 40 seconds rest to let the ground coffee saturate. If the coffee is fresh, I stretch this blooming phase to 45 seconds or even 50 seconds, because the low absorbance of the material the Orea V3 is made of allows me to have a long resting time without lose a huge amount of energy inside the coffee bed. Now, for the second pour, 50 grams of water, and then let it rest for another 40 seconds. This interval allows the water to fully drain through the coffee bed, so that I can increase the extraction with the third pour. The third pour, another 50 grams of water, and then We wait for 30 seconds. Here we give 10 seconds less compared the previous interval, because we want some liquid left in the coffee bed before applying the fourth pour. This will help us to reduce and control the extraction. Now the fourth pour, another 50 grams of water, and then wait for just 20 seconds, because we want to reduce the extraction even more to avoid over extraction. Now the final pour. Pour the water gently until reaching the 240 grams of total water. The gentle pour reduces turbulence and minimizes extraction. Now let's wait until all the coffee drains, and finally it's time to enjoy our coffee. Now that all the coffee is drained, it's time to enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to share your method with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet. I wish you a wonderful time and delicious coffee. Ciao!